Anyhow, let me go ahead and get going. This is part 3 of Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age. I am Ren, you are watching Ren on Vacation. I am streaming from my PS4, which is why it is so much darker than normal. My cameras are usually dark. And why there is a gigantic microphone in front of my face, because my little clip-on needs to stay where it is, or else I'm just gonna end up tripping over wires right and left. I was told that I was going to really enjoy this, and so far I really am. Granted, we only got through the prologue last time we were here, so we're getting ready to go again. Team Aurelian says, it didn't get here at all. Turned into Mississippi instead, and missed my family that still lives there too, so yay! Excellent. And Racy, welcome. I ended up falling asleep the day of the storm, and when I woke up, we were in the midst of it, and it was drizzling because it was a weirdly shaped rain pattern for the storm. And I figured, well, if I'm going to get out of here, because I might as well. And right then, the power went out. And if anybody knows anything about New Orleans, is that when any of the major systems like sewer or electricity or any of these things go out, it takes a while for them to get back to it. And in the middle of the storm, they're definitely not going to do it. So, since my parents live about an hour away, I threw some stuff in some bags and I rode right through the middle of this darn storm. Not knowing that I was in the middle of it, because when the power went out, everything went out. I didn't have data, I couldn't check a radar. I was just winging it, and it got really bad about 20 minutes out from my parents' house. And so when I got to their place, and I saw what I had just driven through, part of me was like, wow, I just did that, didn't I? It wasn't too bad. It was a category 1 when it hit. It was like driving through... I'll put it like this, like, wind-wise, it wasn't bad, at least not when I drove, and the rain got bad 20 minutes out from my parents' house. I've been through worse rain. At least in terms of driving through it. There's something about the velocity of being in a moving vehicle with the downpour at the same time. I've been through worse downpours where I couldn't see 3 feet in front of the car. So it wasn't that bad. What was bad, though, was the risk of hydroplaning. That was bad. I hadn't experienced so many short skids on the road as I had during that drive ever in all of my driving, and that was a little bit scary. So by the time I got to my parents' house, I was so glad I was sitting still, and I was good. And then somewhere around 2 a.m. the power went out at my parents' house too. So we sat in the dark for about 12 hours, then it was back on, and I stayed up there until a couple hours ago. So I am newly back home. So, I'm glad to hear that everything went well for you and yours, Team Aurelian. I got to update my mom on everything. That me and my dad were cozy. So I'll be ready to get going. I'm back in my own place. I mean, I love visiting my family, but it's just nothing like sitting down in your own place and just being like, I'm back. Oh, I'm not deleting my adventure log. What? Racy says, huzzah for relatively light-hearted Dragon Quest ventures. What do you mean, relatively? I mean, it seems alright. So far. We did just kind of kill a kid at the beginning there, I think. I was gonna make a short out of it, but I couldn't do it from my cell phone with very little data. But, let us go. Let us march ahead and quest some more dragons. Let us continue the adventure. Boom. Please select adventure log. Alright, so escaping with Eric. Here we go. Oh, nice. Okay. Here's what happened so far. With newfound knowledge that he is the Luminary Reborn, Renat heads northward from his home in the cobblestone and arrives in the storied city of Heliodor, only to be branded a harbinger of calamity and thrown into the castle dungeons. This is so cool. This is so cool that they actually do a recap for you. This is so streamer friendly. With pictures. Along with Eric, a mysterious young man from a nearby cell, he escapes and ends up in the sewers beneath the city. Despite the best efforts of the castle guard and a deadly black dragon, the pair escape the twisting tunnels only to find themselves trapped at the top of a cliff. They have little choice but to trust in luck and the power of the Luminary, and fling themselves fearfully over the edge. It looked pretty adventuresome. I don't know if I would have thought of it as a fearful leap, but okay. Somehow, they survive, and Renat awakes in a small church near the city. Alright, I don't remember waking up in the church, but I guess that's how I saved.
Wake up, lazy bones.
Okay, I'm waking up.
Come on, up you get.
Oh, okay, because I didn't see this part last time.
Finally. I was worried we'd lost you for a minute there. You've been out cold ever since we jumped. Had to drag you all the way here on my own.
I'm sorry.
But what a jump it was. I closed my eyes, put my faith in the Luminary, and somehow didn't get smashed into 1,000 pieces. In fact, I woke up on the forest floor at the bottom of the cliff without a scratch on me.
Oh, crap, I'm sorry.
Anyway, I guess you and me must be at the top of the King of Heliodor's most wanted list by now. Which means we can't hang around here too long. Let's go say thanks to the nun who looked after us and be on our way.
What is that accent he has? Like a Brooklyn accent? Let's see. A hero hounded, awarded for making a daring escape from the dungeons of Heliodor Castle and sneaking through the sewers with Eric. Man, I love the cell shading. Okay, let me check chat. Racy says, all RPGs should have a load recap. Sometimes you play a game non-stop until you finish it. Sometimes you can't get back to it for weeks or months. Oh my gosh, you do not want to know some of the saves I have floating around on my console games. I have saves that are probably 20 years old that I never got back to. Racy says, I said something similar last time. Eric's voice is like some British guy trying to voice a Swede playing a guy from Brooklyn. I remember you saying that now that you mention it. Yes.
Ah, there you are, my children. I trust that your friend here is fully recovered.
Oh, don't worry about him. He's just fine. Thanks for looking out for us. We owe you one.
Not at all, dear. I'm just happy to see you both well again. But if you are leaving, you must be careful on the road. It seems some dangerous criminals have escaped from the capital and are at large somewhere in the area. Oh, I shudder to think what wicked deeds they might be capable of.
Yeah, the dangerous folks.
Criminals, you say? Dear me, that doesn't sound good. And you heard this when you were in Heliodor?
I did indeed, my child. There were guards everywhere. They are searching high and low for the villains.
Sounds like a warrior of
I
light thing.
heard that the mighty knight Sir Hendrik himself has headed to the mountains in the south with his troops. They say he means to block the road to Cobblestone, the village the fugitives came from.
Well,
Oh, but you must forgive me, poor lambs. I did not mean to alarm you.
no alarm.
They will soon be caught, I am sure. Justice will be done. And until then, you are free to remain with us for as long as you please.
Thanks. We appreciate that.
You should go.
We're going to get a little fresh air. We have a few things to discuss, right?
Oh yeah, lots. About packing and stuff. Yep, lots of stuff.
Cobblestone, eh? Never heard of the place. I never even knew anyone actually lived in those mountains down south. Is that really where you're from?
Yeah.
I'm guessing you want to go see what's happening down there. But you need to be smart. You won't get past Hendrik unnoticed. If you're going to make it there without getting caught, you'll need to avoid the main road.
Of course.
And if you want to do that, you'll need my help. I know every back road there is to know in these parts.
Well, thank goodness.
But I've got things to take care of in Heliodor first. I left a little something in one of my old haunts downtown, and I need to get it back. So, are you coming along for the ride? I did help you break out of that dungeon, remember?
Sure.
That's the spirit. But we can't have you bringing us any unwanted attention. Ah, I've got just the thing.
Are you gonna put me in a disguise?
Here, put this on and keep your face hidden. Otherwise, you're gonna get nabbed as soon as you set foot in Heliodor. Ha! That's more like it. If you're gonna be a wanted man, you might as well look the part. Right. Let's head north and hit town. Glad you're coming along. The seer told me to stick with the luminary when I found him, and that's just what I'm going to do.
Seems more like the luminary is sticking with you. Eric and Renat joined forces. Yep, it's fugitive music. Let's see, I got to remember this. A pet power is an incredible ability that can be performed by 2 or more party members when at least one of them is pepped up. Some pet powers can only be unleashed when everyone involved is in this state. Select pet powers from the menu when it appears to see what exciting abilities you can unleash. Depending on the tactics each character has set, they'll either perform powers automatically or await your orders. Take a look at the Traveler's Tips to learn more. I will do that, if I can remember the button to do that with. There it is. Let's see, again. Prep to pep. Press triangle on the tactics menu to determine whether or not a party member will use pep powers automatically. If you set this use automatically, party members will not set to follow orders. I'm not reading anything. Basically, do I want to use this automatically or not? No, it might accidentally get used in situations I don't want it to be used. Alright, where's a horse bell? Who are you? It's like a pet power quest. We don't have time for that. Straight back to Hillador. Where is the bell? I thought for sure there was a bell. I guess not. Oh well. We're just gonna run. But maybe I can test out some stuff. Let's do this. If I can. Attacking me only.
Easy.
Shiny tree. Got quite a few things. Alright, let me check chat real fast. Racy says, generally you want to use peps manually. Got it. It feels kind of silly to go right back into the place we just ran from, but story. This is really so gorgeous. Actually, after playing Final Fantasy XIV for so long, I'm reminded of old, that one street that they just showed.
Welcome to downtown Heliodor, home to rogues, ruffians, and all my other favorite kinds of people. About a year ago, me and Dirk, my partner in crime, managed to acquire one of the royal family's most precious possessions, the Red Orb. They got wise and pulled me in eventually, but not before we'd stashed it somewhere safe so we could pick it up later. Right down there is the biggest, stinkingest garbage pile in all of Heliodor. Me and Dirk buried the orb slap bang in the middle of it.
Actually, that's a good place to hide it.
After all, no one would ever think of looking for it there. We're criminal geniuses, I tell you. Time to go liberate that loot. To the garbage pile.
What's up with the orb? Tell me, why did you take it? I guess we will find out. This back street. Very Uldan. Specifically, the marketplace. Only this has more shacks. Ah, hold on. Hey.
This is the spot. Keep a lookout, okay? I'm going to grab the loot.
Wow, this city does not have a whole lot of trash if this is the biggest trash pile in the city.
It was around here somewhere. It's definitely here. I'm 1000% sure. It's not here. You gotta be kidding me. Me and Dirk were the only ones who knew where it was. Wait a minute. That rat! He must have done the dirty on me and taken it for himself. Damn it! I should have known! A thieving little... Oh, wait till I get my hands on him. I'm gonna find him. And you're gonna help me.
Okay. I guess that's what we're doing.
Okay. The inn we used to crash at is just over there. Come on. It's the only one with an upstairs. You can't miss it.
Oh, I can definitely miss it with my eyesight. Oh, yes, thank you for the zoom in. That really helps. It actually does. Thank you so much. I would have missed it. See, Racy says, oh my god, it is. Now I'm picturing this gameplay. The old Dave theme. Yep. And the music is similar. Well, not similar, but it has like all of the bright horns and, you know.
This old place hasn't changed a bit. Back in our thieving days, Dirk and me used to lay low here whenever things got hairy. Ruby? Ruby, you there? It's me, Eric. There's something I need to ask you. Ruby runs the place. Looks like she's not around, but if anyone knows where Dirk is, it's her. Which means we'll have to go find her. So here's the plan. There's a tower they use to look out for fires. You're going to climb up there and keep an eye out for Ruby.
I don't even know what Ruby looks like.
I'll check a couple of other spots. Don't worry, you can't miss her. She's the only redhead in town.
Oh, okay. I guess that helps. Alright. I'm gonna find this person.
Get out of here! Go on!
Jeez. That's unnecessary. Nah, yeah, you look like somebody could be bribed. Idiot.
Ah! Good dog. Good doggy. Stay. Ah! 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 Ah!
Ah, there's a person. Ah. So now I know what Ruby looks like.
Can't find Ruby anywhere. How about you? Any luck? You saw her heading back to the inn? Great! Let's head over there and find out what she knows.
Yeah, you would think that somebody who's easily bribed like that and shoos away just normal, peaceful people would be moronic enough to wander away from their post because somebody looks nice. I might as well just take the idiocy all the way around, right? Hey, let me talk to you. Let me talk. Okay.
Well, if it isn't my favorite landlady.
Welcome to our humble... Strike a light! If it ain't me favourite little tea leaf! Last I heard, they'd locked you up and thrown away the key!
What a cute nickname.
Hang about. You've gone and escaped, ain't ya? You and your friend here are the fugitives everyone's talking about!
See it so
Well, I know not to stick me big nose in where it ain't wanted. You always delight to sail close to the wind.
Don't worry, I won't be here long. I just need to know where Dirk is. Have you seen him?
Dirk, eh? Now there's a name I ain't heard in a while. Didn't he open some fancy shop up by the castle?
Fancy shop?
Yeah, that was it. Raking in the cash he is, or so they say.
Huh.
That can't be right. The rent up there is crazy. Where would he find the money?
Bingo.
Wait a second. He sold it, didn't he? The rat sold the damned orb.
Maybe.
Look, in this part of town you don't go asking too many questions, you know that. If you want more, you'll have to get it from the horse's mouth.
Best way to do it anyway.
You're right. Thanks, Ruby. I appreciate it. We'll get out of your hair. That no-good traitor! I'll bet he sold me out and sold the orb. And all so he could move up in the world. Well, I'll get what I'm owed. You'll see. But we'll need to get past that sentry if we're gonna head uptown and find him.
Oh, so they really just kind of... Okay.
Wait, isn't he... Yeah. I remember hearing that one of the guards is terrified of dogs. I think it was him. Maybe we can borrow one of somebody.
It's definitely that guy. Yeah, let's go find a puppy to play with. And give the puppy a brand new playmate. We can do this. Let's see. I don't think I'm heading in the right direction. Let me try the other way. Where did that dog go? Oops, sorry. Oh! There you are! Nice one, Bullseye. That great big coward of a dog of a guard. Let's try it again. Nice one, Bullseye. That great big coward of a guard nearly weed himself when he saw you. What you think you're staring at, eh? Get lost. You what? You want to borrow me dog? You're having a giraffe, ain't you? Look, I ain't got time for this. Go on, sling your hook. Bullseye here is a lone wolf like me. You don't take kindly to strangers. But you know what? Some holy water and a buzzberry or two might change his mind. I can't do this right. Romus would get this absolutely great without thinking about it. What are you coughing at me like that for? Ain't like I'm asking much. Just go and shake the tree and grab some berries in it. Go out of town, down by the walkway, and I can't get past all the apostrophes. Down the walkway thing and straight on. Big tree, funny berries on it. Push. And as for holy water, well, that's easy. Buy it from a shop. And remember, I didn't say holy water or buzzberries. I want them both, otherwise no deal. Alright, we got that. What do I got? I know I picked up buzzberries. Yeah, I'm good for buzzberries. I just need a shop. But aren't you the shop? Yes, you are. Oh. Well. You're not the kind of shop I need. Where is the kind of shop I need? This shop. Oh, lady, are you sick? Let's buy stuff. Yes, there we go. This needs one. And I'll just get 2. Alright, we're done. I mean, I really could just, like, superimpose the old music right over here, like you said, and it would work. Alright, kid. I don't know what you need the holy water for, but there you go. What? Did you think I was just gonna hand over my dog to some stranger? Now there's gotta be something in it for me, in it. I can't say thanks. That's how things work around here. So get some holy water and a buzzberry or 2 and we'll talk. Yes, I will give her the stuff. Yes, let's see now. That looks like what I asked for. Blimey, you actually brought it. Mug. I don't know how to say that. Here, Bullseye. It's your favorite, buzzberries. We'll share these, alright? Heh, good, ain't they? Right, let's sprinkle this holy water on you, shall we? Here we go. That was for the dog. Now the monsters will steer clear when you're playing outside town. Nice. What? Don't look at me like that. Bullseye looks after me and I look after him. Anyway, a promise is a promise. He's yours for a bit. Look after him, alright? Bullseye, listen, boy. Go and play with the nice man for a bit, okay? And we are gonna play with this other nice man.
Halt! This gate leads to the nice part of town. My job is to protect respectable people from being bothered by rabble and riffraff. In other words, you. Ah! No! No! Not a dog! Anything but that!
How in the world did you become a guard?
Ah!
I fought someone off.
Worked like a charm. Now to head up to where all the rich folks live and find out what the heck Dirk thinks he's up to.
Gracie says, I'm reminded of an excellent scene from one of my favorite comics, The Adventures of Dr. McNinja, where they make holy water and holy ammunition by sneaking bullets into the Pope's mouthwash. Lord bless this doggo, despite the fact that all doggos are blessed already. Amen and amen. Oh, it's nighttime. I stood here too long. Alright, let's see. You know, I kind of have a funny, visual in my mind. And I say this sarcastically, but you know what? If that guard wasn't standing there, all kinds of riffraff and miscreants would be streaming out of this little tunnel like rats. It would be terrible. Bothering all the nice folks in the nice part of town. Let's see. I am heading in the right direction, I think. Nope. Nope, I just went wrong. I recognize this hat. I don't know, again, I'm such a Final Fantasy XIV fan. So, once in a blue moon, and when I say once in a blue moon, it's more like once every few years or so, they redo a Dragon Quest event. And so one of the people that was wandering around Ul'dah, of all places, we just talked about it, was this big muscly guy in this hood. So, yeah, I'm never gonna stop thinking about Puff Puff now, and I think we're gonna run into that at some point in this game. I mean, it's kind of a trope, right? We'll see. Now, where was I heading? I got completely sidetracked by the guy in the hood. Almost. I'm not going the right way. Surely there's a building on top of this. Yeah. Why did I think this guy was who I was looking for? Why are we talking to a random guy looking up at the stars at night? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Oh my gosh. Racy says, in this episode, Renat and Eric put on the Ritz. And then he continues, there's an achievement for getting puffed by all possible girls in this game, too. Excuse my typing, I am stoned. That's what he said. Let's see, what's that? You're looking for a shop run by someone called Derek? I've got a feeling there's someone by that name who lives in a big mansion by the castle. If you're heading up to that part of town, take my advice and use the rope up on the roof of this house. You'll be there much quicker. This one word of advice, you'll need to be able to jump to get up there. You can do that by pressing L, in case you didn't know. And suddenly I'm reminded of 1992 Disney animated Aladdin. Yes, skirting the rooftops in the middle of the night. and the moon is bright, and I am considered a ne'er-do-well.
Alright, let's try this way.
Wow, nice place you got here.
Welcome, welcome. Feel free to browse. You'll find we only stock the very finest wares.
Surprise!
That's good. Because I'm looking for something very special indeed. Happen to have any orbs in stock?
Eric!
Long time no see, old pal.
Oh, you missed.
My brother, my compadre, my partner in crime. It's really you, large as life and fighting fit. I'm so happy to see you.
The heck?
You have no shame, huh? Get your backstabbing hands off of me! You always were full of it, Dirk. But this really takes the cake. Admit it. You sold me out and sold the orb so you could buy this place, didn't you?
I never. I promise you, I never sold you out. I was worried sick about you. I only opened this place to try and help you.
That's a neat way to help somebody.
Oh, yeah. And how does that work, exactly? How does you opening this place and lining your pockets while I rot in jail help me?
Look, I was never much of a thief, you know that. But it turns out I know how to sell stuff. I got a gift, even if I do say so myself. When you got nabbed, I spent months racking my brains for ways of busting you out. I couldn't stand the thought of you being in there. In the end, I realised I'd have to give up the orb. I took it to the king, told him I found it somewhere, and pocketed the reward. Then I used the cash to open up the shop here, and poured all my profits into bribing the guards up at the castle so they'd let you escape.
Well, that's not what happened.
Now that you mention it, I did think it was weird they never tossed my cell the whole time I was digging that hole.
Exactly. I was paying them to turn a blind eye, weren't I?
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you, partner.
That's the spirit. Eric, old pal, it's so good to have you back.
But I need that orb. And now we don't even know where it is.
Oh, yes, we do. Right this way, gentlemen.
What? Well, I do gotta say one thing. I was really hoping he'd punch that guy right in the face, but now understanding kind of the backstory here, I'm hoping that he's the good guy he seems. He seems rather chipper about seeing Eric again, and that makes me feel glad. So, do we go in here? Where do we go? I'm so lost. Oh, this is his wife? Okay. I couldn't understand the way they wrote her, so I didn't read it at first. But anyway, this is what she says. Why, hello. Charmed, I'm sure. You must be Eric. One is lucky enough to be married to the magnificent Derek. He told us such an awful lot about you. One understands that you are quite the most light-fingered gentleman in all the realm. Fascinating. It's an honor to meet such a rogue. That's an interesting way she's talking. I don't know if I can make a whole lot of sense of it. Referring to oneself as one is not standard at all in any form of English I've ever read. I mean, I've heard people use it in roleplay, but seeing it in a whole game, I'm flabbergasted. I barely understood that she was talking about herself at all.
So, where is it?
After I handed over the orb, I made sure to keep my ears to the ground about where it ended up. I knew it was important to you, see? Well, a little bird tells me that Hendrik and his men took it to the Kingsbarrow, and it's been under lock and key there ever since.
The Kingsbarrow, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's southeast of town. Same direction as Cobblestone. Which means we can kill two birds with one stone. You coming, Dirk? A little adventure for old time's sake?
Sorry, no can do. I got a shop to run. I'm a married man these days.
Married? Wow, you really have changed. Well, you always said you wanted to settle down and maybe go into business someday. I'm happy for you. We'd better get going. Take care, Dirk, and thanks for everything.
You too, old pal. Be lucky, eh? And don't you two go doing anything I wouldn't do.
You're a good guy.
The south gate is crawling with guards. We won't be walking out that way. And Hendrik's men are too uptight to take bribes. Guess we'll have to go the long way round. If we skirt round the hills to the south, we should be able to approach the Kingsbarrow from the other side. We can drop into Cobblestone on the way. Okay, let's head back downtown.
Watch yourselves out there, eh? They don't call that forest round there the Mangle Grove for nothing. There's plenty go in there and never come out.
It'll take more than a few kid stories to scare us off. And besides, it's the only way to get there.
Oh, wow. Okay. Racy says, I guess in response to me mentioning how the wife was always using the word one instead of I, you know. Just so jarring. But anyway, Racy said, holy crap, lady, blink twice if Derek is keeping you here against your will. And then he adds, oh, huh. Eric is played by the same guy who plays Maxima in Stormblood. Really? I did not hear it at all. I mean, granted, I haven't heard Maxima's voice actor in a long time, but damn. I remembering his voice being played back in the game, I do not hear it. Now I need to go back and find his cutscenes. When I was young, I wanted to be a voice actor. I was so enamored by cartoons and animated movies, and being older and doing all this stuff these days, I realize I have no talent for it. But I still think it would be great to be able to play so many different characters. like, regardless of what you yourself look like, and maybe not technically, because, you know, people who hire voice actors, they might still look at the actor or actress and be like, I don't like the way they might look on a CV. I guess I'll hire this other one because they photograph better for conventions. I can totally see that happening. But yeah, if acting is your thing, I would imagine voice acting would be probably one of the coolest things you could do.
Oh, it's like a bank. Nope, I have no money to save, so you can hold on while I try to amass enough money to give you, and one day I will be back, I guess. Wow, nighttime's bright. This is my kind of nighttime. Now, how do I get back to where I was? Let's see, here? No. Okay, maybe over here. I have no sense of direction, y'all. That goes up on a house. Oh, durr. Okay, hold on. I'll find my way back one day. Oh, wait, there is one thing I can do before I leave. What am I even thinking? Saving, just in case. See, I knew there was something I was forgetting. Gotta remember, saving and sleeping are two different locations. I ran right by it. I'm still running by it. Ah. If y'all don't want to get dizzy, don't steer too hard at my stream. I am not the most steady-handed controller user. I am gonna starve. And yes, we are continuing. Racy says, I don't think it's a talent. Talent is overrated. Oh gosh, little frickin' talent loses to practice and hard work every time. Okay, so here's another question, right? And I say this as somebody who has a lot of interests in things that are not book learned. And you would know this, right? Because we spoke about this. How you managed to, you know, get so many voices, and you told me about how you did that, Racy. How would one even begin that? Like, if you didn't know, you know, if you were just like a kid, like once upon a time I was, and you're just like, I want to voice act. It seems like there's so many creative avenues that there is no way to begin unless you have
the first inkling, which is not necessarily available to find out how you get involved. I find that the art world is like that. Me having been involved in it a little bit. Writing professionally can be like that, depending on how you want to do it. Actually, it kind of is that way as well. Once upon a time, I even wanted to be an astronaut, and granted, no way I could have now. I mean, I don't have good eyesight, and my spine is bad. There's no way to even get in the Air Force to do that. But to even be able to say you might have to go through a certain branch of the military to even consider it, you know, that knowledge was not something I stumbled across until I was like 35. I don't know what it is. Like, some things you just don't know how to get involved in, and some people have the right information, but it's not like it's just hanging out there, you know? It's interesting. Basie says, well, I'm not a professional voice actor, and likely never will be. All I can really say is just start. Decide on an accent you like and practice it. Practice variations of it. And then when you're done, move on to another one. XD smile. I have this stupid grin on my face because I'm just kind of making fun of myself in my head. I'll explain it in a minute. Oh, you're still chasing us?
Any sign of them?
No, nothing. Let's search the town again.
Yeah, you get back in there.
Look at all those lights. They're pretty keen to find us, huh? We better steer clear of Heliodor until the heat dies down. All right, through the Mangle Grove and onto Cobblestone. Let's do this.
Adventure duo. Alright, can I get my horseback now? Was there a build here I missed? Stop it! There you go. Surely there's a bell. Ah, trees in my way. Okay. Damn it. I really wanted my horse. Shiny thing, what is this? Oh. Hi. Alright, let's see what we can do. What? It gets to use medicinal herb. Uh-uh. I'm the archer. I didn't see how to use the thing. Yeah, let's go ahead and use those. What is this other... Okay. Oh, so that's swords in general. Okay. I'm going to... do sword mastery. Oh, duh. Okay. Silly me. Alright, let's try this one. Okay. Nope. What am I doing? I don't know. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't read things. Here I was thinking I had enough skill points to actually use on something. No, not at all. Not one bit. Nowhere near it.
And that, boys and girls, is why reading is good.
It's your lucky day. I'm a traveling salesman, and to celebrate us running into each other like this, I'm going to offer you some special discounts. Have a look. Well, pretty much everything will help to some extent, but not a ton. And I don't have enough gold anyway. Alright. So, since we are here, and I think I can actually only save in churches. Damn it, I just ran down here too. Let me see something. Oops, sorry about that. Okay. I need to check something really fast, because my streaming hour is ending, but I'm not at a church. And I just ran all the way down here, not thinking about the time at all. I need to double check and see whether or not I can stop somewhere random without having to save at a church. So give me just a moment, while I look that up. Okay, so basically what I just saw right now is that you have to leave a zone and leave a zone and it'll automatically save. So here, I will just walk through here and it should save. I think. I'm running the wrong way, of course. There we go, I see it saying autosave in the bottom right here. Alright, so this is where I'm going to stop for tonight. Because it's been a long half of the week. I want to thank y'all for coming to hang out with me today. I hope that, those of you who are bothering to sit through this game, I hope you're enjoying it so far. I will continue this game next Friday.
Have a good night.
Thank you again.